So hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. And so a lot of you guys watched part 1 and you told me that you wanted some feedback on how to solve this cube, this 3x3 cube. And so instead of coming up with two tutorials, I've come up with instead of coming up with one tutorial, I've come up with two. So let's solve this one first. So first I'm going to show I'm going to solve this cube timed, and then I'm going to show you how I did it. This is my timer. Yes, I have been using a dedicated app now. And so now I am going to solve this cube on 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so let's go like that. And then let's do this. Okay, so halfway onto there is like 52 seconds, but I'm mostly done. So I have improved a lot, I would say. So I'm going to get a much better solve than I got last time, just so you know. So then and then this algorithm, and then last part here. Okay, basically I got a time of 1 minute and 30 seconds around that time. Yeah, this time, and I got that much time, and so I have improved a lot. Like last time I got 3 minutes, but now I'm going to show you a tutorial on how to do this, and also this. But first let's do this one and show you how to solve it, and then we'll solve this one and then show you how to solve it. So first things first, let's scramble this cube up. So say you have scrambled the cube like this a lot. Let's do a little bit more. So after you have solved scrambled it a lot, then what you want to do is you want to solve a cross. Now a lot of people say that like you have to solve each side one at a time, but that's not how it works, because if you look at each individual pieces, you can see that they have two colors. Some have 3, some have 1, and so we actually have to make both of those colors at the correct place. So that is why we use a layer by layer method, not a side by side method. That will just take too long. But you could do it, and I can do it, but it's a very inefficient method and you should totally never use it. So first thing we have to do is solve a cross. So this piece is called a centerpiece. This is called a corner. So the one with 3 sides is called a corner, and one with one side, like one piece, like what can I say, one color is a center, and these are the edges. What we want to do is align white and all of the other color centers with their edges. So if that makes sense. So what we are going to do is this piece we have to put here. So you will see white orange we have to put there. So how we are going to solve it is like this, easy. And then what we have to do is get white green. See this? We can just do this, and then it's easy. It's wait, sorry, I didn't insert that correctly. We have to put it on the top, and then yep, easy. So next we have to put white red, and then that's like normal. And then last one we get white blue. So for white blue there's no clear way to insert it, but you can just insert it like this because there's one left. And then you have put all of the pieces correctly on a cross, and that is our first step to solving the cube. Next thing we have to do is to solve all the corners. So to solve all the corners we have to insert them in like this. So you'll just watch it. We'll first put them there, but then you'll notice this piece goes away. So what we'll do is we'll do this and hide that piece and put it back. Now we have both of these pieces there, and then we have to find a red green piece, for example. So here you have to put the piece that you want here. Like the piece you want there, you have to put it on top, right, of any of the colors. So maybe green, and then you have to do this. Just keep in note that if it's like this way, then you'll also do it like that, right, the left version. So we'll put it like that, do this, do that, and then this piece comes out. So what you're going to do is do this way so that it doesn't come in this part, and then you're going to do the same hiding thing, and now we've gotten this piece done correctly. And so do this with all of them. I'm just not going to cover it because it will take a long time if I did cover each of them. So do the same. And actually I got pretty lucky because I actually managed to save this one while this. So next this. Now what happens if we do this? Like what happens if the piece is flipped? No, just don't do it like that. Don't do that. What you'll do is push it up and then insert it back. And look, that even inserted another edge. So sometimes you can take advantage of that. So same situation here. So after solving this piece, you have solved the first two layers. So after you have solved the first two layers, you have a bunch of cases. Now what are cases? Cases are basically things that like things that you can see and get a pattern on, and then use a specific solution to get them. Now I'm going to teach you how an algorithm works. So for example, what does R mean? R means to go right side up, not necessarily right side clockwise, and then right side anti-clockwise is R prime. We call it that. L prime means left side clockwise, because L prime like anti-clockwise of right is the clockwise of left, if that makes sense. So then L is this, U is U clockwise, and D is D clockwise, and so on and so on. So that's algorithm order. We also have M, which means middle layer upwards, middle layer downwards, and M prime, which means middle layer upwards. This is the complicated part. So this part was pretty easy, but now you have to learn algorithms and things. The algorithms is a step of instructions. So now let's go to our first few cases. So this is a line. If you see a line like this, don't hold it vertically, hold it horizontally so that it's facing you horizontally. Then we'll be learning our first algorithm. So first do F, which means like front clockwise. So as you can see, front clockwise. And then R, U, R prime, U prime. Make sure to practice these moves. R, U, R prime, U prime. And then F prime. And then you solve the first few things. Next, we are going to go for our next thing. So alright, let me wait. Actually, give me a second. I'm going to do this. Yep. So this is our next case. It's an L case. We call it an L. So put the L like this. So this part will be on the front and this will be on the right. And then we are going to do the same algorithm I taught you, but double layer every front move. So normally it would have been like this. Now we are doing it like this. And then R, U, R prime, U prime. Done. Easy. So make sure to practice R, U, R prime, U prime. That is important. Next case. Next case is what we call, let me see if I can get it. It's called the dot case, but to do it, just do the line thing and then you'll actually get an L shape which you can solve. So it's done. But now we are going to look at the more complicated cases. Yes, there's a second part. So first we will be looking at the cases where you have formed a cross, right, on the top. Cross is always make sure, like cross, you should make sure that it's there. And then what you're going to do, this is called a Sune. So what a Sune does is it just solves, a Sune is basically just one yellow piece and a cross. But there's two versions to this. So hold it so that you have this piece here and this piece there, or u r prime u prime or u2 and that. So let me show you that again. So what you're going to do is ru r prime, but then instead of doing u prime, you're going to do u and then r again and then u2 and then done. U2 means 2 times doing a u basically. So that's the same thing. And now we have gotten antitune. It's called an antitune, and that means it's just a left version of this algorithm. That means L prime u and then L and u prime and then L u2. Yeah, it's the same thing. Oh wow, I got a PLL skip on that. Okay, whatever. We are going to talk about what PLL skips are later. So this is very complicated, you can clearly see. Next we have the like these two corners need to swap. That's the case, like these two things need to swap. So I'm going to show you that after I get that case. So it's going to show you. Oh, that's not the case that I wanted. Now we are covering that later. Okay, so I'm going to just get that case and then I'll tell you later when I get it. So I think this is how to do that alg. Wait, yes. So yeah, this case, this is the one we are looking next. So make sure you hold it like this, so that whenever you do an R turn, this piece doesn't move, this piece moves. Not like this. You should not make it so that this piece moves. You should make it so that the top part moves. Then what you're going to do is R. Make sure to do that. Then U, but not R prime U prime. What we are going to do is R prime. Yes, we are doing that, but then we do our first D encounter, D prime. What D prime means is D anti-clockwise, so that like that. Okay, and then R prime and then just put it back together, and then we have the first side solved. See, it's as easy as that. So next we are going to talk about another case, and that case is the what is that case called? Let me see, wait, give me a second. So it's called an H. The H solution is extremely straightforward. If you see that these two are facing this way and these two are facing this way, so the same side, then what you do is F ru r prime u prime 3 times and then that, and then it solves itself. Next we are going to the T case, and this is called the pi case. Now see it, if these two are facing this way and these two are facing other way, then what you got to do is make sure that this piece is where R moves. So like this piece moves up. Okay, so do it like this. I'm going to show you really well. So R, what you're going to do is R U2, and then what you're going to do is again is R2 U prime, R2 U prime, and then one last R2, and then U2, and then this. So what we have done is we have gotten the first layer down. Next there are 2 more cases, and these are the harder ones. So go at the bottom. Actually, one sec, I'm going to set up that case. So done. This case, you are going to see that these two are facing this way, and this is a T. This is a T. So we are going to put it this way, like that, a big block, and then we are going to do this. So make sure what you have done is that. So what you are going to do is this, and this. So basically you are going to take the left side down, the U this way, this side down, L back up, this, and you can get the idea. Put it back up. So I'm going to solve this case. Give me a second. So last case of OLL, and then we have to do PLL, which is another last layer in this thing, right? So last case of OLL is very hard, and it's a U perm, I believe it's called U perm. So what you do is you do R2, then D, and then again if you get like a case. So I'm going to show you what a case looks like. So the case, I'm going to twist the corners just to show you what that case looks like. So this is not cheating, I'm just showing you. So I'm going to twist the corners just for that. I don't cheat. Okay, so this is it. So this case is these two right this way, and this like there's the T block there. So make sure that these U are facing this way, like towards you. So these two are facing towards you, and then do this R2 D, then do R prime D prime, no, R prime U2, and then R D prime, and then what you're going to do is R prime U2 and then R prime, and that solves the whole layer. See? So now we have the last step finally, but this is also going to take a while, and then we have the Pyraminx also, but the Pyraminx is very short, so we don't actually need to care that much about it. Last two cases are called diagonal corner swap and the adjacent corner swap. So diagonal corner swap goes like this. So what you're doing, adjacent corner swap goes like this. So what you're doing is, if you see that these two are the only ones that are finished after you have solved this layer, you are going to do this. Make sure that they are on the left, and this is facing towards you. This is on the left, and this is towards you. That's what I'm saying. And then what you're going to do is locate these two pairs right here. So these two, and we are going to push them out. Then we are going to put them back in. This is the case. Basically what we are doing is that these are on the left and this is on the front. So we are going to put these pairs out, then put them back in. Put this there, and then make sure to push this out. Then do this, do that, and then you have solved it. Next, first let me solve this case right here. This is on the later level, so this is not on the level we are talking about. Next case is the diagonal corner swap. Basically you turn the front clockwise, and wait, let me actually set up the case first. So after I set up the case, so this is the case right here. So what we are going to do is we are going to do this F, right? So this part we are focusing this way, right? So what we are going to do is push this into here like this, and then do this part like that way, and then put them back in. And then we are focusing again on these two. We are going to put them out and that. So it's basically the same thing of adjacent corner swap, but just a little bit weirder. Now last few algorithms, you have finally almost done it. Learned the whole of it. This took me almost 2 months to do. Today I learned the last algorithm. Like seriously, I finished the whole thing today just. I previously used to override other algorithms. Now I know all of them. So let's do the next one. Next one is called the second step of this, and so what we are doing is, let me set up this case first. So if you see that these two, this part left edge has to go this way, right? This left edge has to go this way, but this one can't. Then what you do is this. So you put it up, the L up, and then you put it the U towards that, and then just push these two pairs out. So these two pairs we pushed in and out, right? And then putting it in one last time, and then we have solved it. But there's other cases. There's almost 2 more cases. So let's go. Last 2 cases, it's basically the same algorithm just for the right side. So wait, why didn't that work? Okay, it's basically the same algorithm just for the right side, and as you can see, that solved it. It's the same algorithm just from the right, and that will look like that. And then the last 2 algorithms, M2 U prime, these 2 algorithms. So do that, and then U2. So make sure that the line is like this, and then M2 U prime, and that did swap these 2 corners. So again we are doing it. Oh wait, I messed that up. Sorry. Yep. And solve it. So that's how you do that algorithm. And one last algorithm. This is the last one. And then the Pyraminx is like easy. If you are learning all these algorithms, the Pyraminx is like 3 minutes to do. It is not even going to take so long. So now, last case, we do this, that, then M2s and U primes till we go one last M prime, U2, and then that. This is called the adjacent corner swap. So make sure that the adjacent corner swap, why am I saying that? Adjacent edge swap. So make sure that these 2 are on the front and right with the ones you want to swap, and then do this algorithm that I just taught you. the algorithm that I just taught you, and then you will solve it. Wait for it. Yep, you solved it. Done. So Pyraminx, one last time. So let's quickly do this one because we don't have that much time left. Alright, so 3, 2, 1, go. So I can just cover this super easily because it's so easy. The Pyraminx is actually very easy. You have to learn only 3 algorithms at the last layer. It's like so easy. I will tell you. Like, this is actually the first, fun fact, the first ever puzzle I learned. Not the Rubik Cube. That's the second ever one I learned. So this is like so easy. And then look, just 33 seconds. Now this is so slow because my best is actually 15 seconds. So much. So now let's scramble this up. This is a very easy tutorial since you can already solve one side. Now how you want to do is, these are the centers, right? These are what we call the centers. Now make sure to align all the centers correctly. So make sure that all of the pink ones are on one side. So the pink ones are on the same side and then the blue ones are together. So now tip the corners out. That's what I do. And then just insert them like this. So just make sure that they are above here, and then do the same hiding algorithm I taught you on the 3 by 3, and then do the same for here. A little bit of different, it's a little different algorithm, but not much. And then you can have a few cases. And fun fact, there are only 3 cases that you actually need to learn. A lot of people will say 5 cases, but you can actually just use 2 cases or 3. So this case is called the like the edge swap, and basically 3 edge swaps. We have to just swap these. So how we do this is just hold it like that, and then just make sure to insert it. So we inserted that. Then we are going to hold it and then take it back. So what we are basically doing, oh wait, it just brings me back to the same case. Okay, let me explain. So what we are basically doing is that we are taking each of these pieces and just putting them back in 2 times, and that's the same thing. And the other algorithm is pretty much just that, but anti-clockwise. So it's so easy. Basically you have to learn just 2 algorithms. The last algorithm is actually very easy. So these 2, this case is basically 2 of these are inverted. What do? Well, instead of holding them like this adjacent to each other, you should make it so that, like, see this closely, this goes up there. So R, actually I'm going to do it like this. This way goes up there. Make sure they don't hit each other. So R, U, R prime, U prime, and then L, U, L prime, U prime. It's that easy. The Pyraminx is so easy. It took like the 1 second, like, compared to this. So that is how you solve these 2 puzzles, and very quickly. If you practice it enough, you can also learn finger tricks. Instead of doing it like that, you can do it like this. Today was a long video, but you should make sure to subscribe, because we will cover even more long videos and puzzles like this, and more geography things and other things, learning things and a lot of other things. There was a small break because of my exam a few days ago, but other than that, today we will be uploading again from today. And so bye bye everyone. Make sure to subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, and that will help me so much more. And if you have any question, put it, wait, where's the box? Oh, that's the box. Okay, put it on the comment box below. Wait, okay, the comment box right below, it's somewhere there, I cannot see it. Okay, and then there's the like button there. You can also click all of them. Those are very good buttons. You should share this video also.